If you could discuss more 90s music, like after punk, and how punk affected modern music.
Sure. I think there's, there's, and I don't want to minimize them by calling them pop punk, because that's because I think there's bands, Blink 182 and bands of that nature in the 90s, that what they're doing is, and I don't want to I'm not knocking them by saying this, but what they're doing, they're taking this, I think they're deeply taking the spirit of punk. But I hate to say they're commercializing it, but I think they are just a little bit. They're making it so that it's more sellable than Iggy Pop ever was. Mm-hmm. I mean, you realize these bands of the 90s sold 10 times more than Iggy Pop would have ever sold.
And lasted. Unlike Sex Pistols or something like that, where it died out.
Right. So, maybe it's a good thing that they put, but to repeat, I think they take the spirit of late 70s, early punk, maybe put a little more melody to it. And so the spirit of punk remains, but not quite in the same way. Mm-hmm. I mean, to be honest, and I'm not sure if that's I think probably that's a good thing, because what it did was make punk accessible to a whole nother group of fans, a whole nother generation of fans. Maybe not quite in the same way. It's not an Iggy Pop's punk, but it's making the spirit of punk sort of accessible to a new generation of fans. And I guess that's probably a good thing. Mm-hmm. And you know what else? What's wrong with selling a few records, right?
Yeah.
So.